In this activity, you will take what you know about queries and forms and combine them to improve the usability of your queries. First, we will create the part of the query that returns results, adding criteria later because they will come from a form we have not yet created. We do this so that when we create the form, we will be able to tell it which query to run. We will begin by creating a query using query design. We want this query to tell us which customers ordered products in a chosen category from a chosen store and exactly what products they ordered. So, first show all 5 database tables in the upper pane of the query design window. Then double-click on 4 fields to enter them into the query design. Store city from the store table, product category from the product table, customer name from the customer table, and product description from the product table. Run the query to test it. You should see an unsorted list of 312 purchases. If you do not, review the previous steps to find the error. Once you've received the proper results, close the query, enter the follower name for the query, and click OK. Now that the query exists, we can create the form that will activate it. Click the Form Design tool in the Form section of the Create menu. First, we will create a field to enter the store we want information about. Click the Text Box tool in the Controls section of the Design ribbon. The mouse pointer becomes crosshairs in the Form Design grid. Drag to create a text size area somewhere in the upper right part of the grid. The label to the left of the text box will read Text 0. Edit it in place to read Store City. Its enclosure box will expand to hold its new, longer contents. The text inside the text box reads Unbound. However, that is not the name of the text box. That says where its data comes from. Unbound means it does not come from the database. That is, it has not been bound to a database item. We want to give the text box a name so we can refer to it in our query. To do that, open up the property sheet of the form if it is not already open. Find name in either the Other or the All tab of the property sheet. Replace it with the name Store field. Create another text box. The label of this text box should be Product Category. The name of the text box should be Cat Field. Enter a form header above the text fields by clicking on Title in the header footer area of the Design ribbon. Enter Store and Category Search in the label box. Select the entire box and use the formatting tools in the Home ribbon to enlarge the text, make it bold, change its color, and give the label box a light colored background. Now we will create the button that starts the search. Make sure Use Control Wizards is highlighted in the Control section of the Design ribbon. Then click the Button tool. Drag it over a rectangle area below your text boxes to create the button shape. The wizard will start. We want to run a query. Select this action from the Miscellaneous category. Click Next. Select the query you created earlier, CS query, from the list of available queries. Click Next. Click Text as what you want to see on the button and enter Search into the text field next to that option button. Click Next. Enter the name you would like to give the button. Click Finish. To test what you have done so far, switch to Form View and click your button. You should see the same datasheet you saw when you test ran the query in Step 4. If you do, the form is finished. Return to it and save it as CS Query Form. Now we will continue with the query design. To add a selection to the query, return to Design View and click in the Store City column in the first criteria row. Next, select the Builder tool from the Query Setup selection of the Design ribbon. Your criteria will be based on the CS query form, so expand the database name, then Forms, then it's All Forms, then it's All Forms subfolder. Select CS Query Form. In the second column, double-click Store Field. You should receive the same outcome that I have in the dialog box. This is Access Internal way to identify the form field we want. Click OK. It will appear in the Criteria section of the query design. Please contact me if you have any questions. Have a great day.